EG could have a massive problem that nobody is talking about. Let me explain. Now, obviously, you know the upgrades, right? Digizen, a guy who went to Ascension, was the top rated player there, has tier 1 experience, and overall is just an elite player. Now, they have some language issues, but that's not the problem I'm talking about. However, there's another upgrade we need to address. Ye getting dropped for Bayo is an upgrade. While Ye did have some life games that were able to go ahead and win EG a series, a map, whatever, he had a pretty limited agent pool. He was playing a lot of Clove, a lot of Jet, and a lot of Chamber, and while that may have been able to happen back in his prime, it was not cutting it now. They needed a true flex, and they got one in Bayo. He can play anything. If you need Senti, you've got it. You need Smokes, you've got it. But importantly, if you need Yoru, he can play it as well. Now, don't get me wrong. Digizen has a wonderful Yoru, but Potter did not feel comfortable playing a Yoru on anything other than Pearl last season. I think it's going to be really interesting to see if they do try and run some double duelist, with Digizen not being the Yoru player. Having, obviously, Bayo who can play it is a huge deal. Okeanos, you already know, he's a good player. If Spike wasn't waiting in the wings, I don't think he would have gotten kicked from Lev. That's an upgrade, but here lies the issue. Calm. And no, I don't mean his fragging ability. I think his clutch potential and his elite utility pretty much make up for the fact he's going to be hovering around a 0.8 KD, but he's the IGL. And I'm going to ask you a question and leave your reply in the comments below. Do you think Calm is a good IGL? Why? Now, if you're really OG to Valorant, you would think back to his days on some of his older teams where he IGL'd a team to a 30 game win streak. Very impressive. The only issue is that that was 4 years ago, and you might think, okay, well, why would you doubt him? I'll tell you why. That was not the last time Calm IGL'd. The last time Calm IGL'd, which a lot of people seem to not know about, was on Leviathan. And while the team was extremely dysfunctional, it was a mess. And I have a video detailing it on YouTube right here in the description below. I highly recommend you check it out if you're an EG fan and you want to see how his IGLing was. Now, there is a bright spot, if you can call it that. Leviathan was a mess that year, and I would say a lot of the blame was on King's Yoru rather than the calling. But the calling still was not up to par, and it's going to be very interesting to see how EG do this season. I'm going to place them in D tier. I think they'll be a bottom of the pack team, but they definitely have pop-off potential if Calm's IGLing is a lot more what it was at first instead of on Lev. I'm Lionzblade. Make sure to drop a follow or subscription and comment what team I should do next.